Good morning student, welcome back to my channel. So today we will continue the topic which was our elastic collision in one dimension. So in that derivation we tried here two formulas of final velocity of object 1 v1 which is equals to m1 minus m2 of u1 over m1 plus m2 plus 2 m2 u2 over m1 plus m2, and second v2 is equals to m2 minus m1 over m1 plus m2 of u2 plus 2 m1 u1 over m1 plus m2. So these two are the formulas which we have discussed in our previous video. For that we can easily calculate the value of which value? The velocity of v1 and v2. Now see, after these two formulas I will discuss here today about some special cases, and after that we will talk here about the inelastic collision in one dimension, then elastic collision in two dimension. So let's see student. See, as we have written here, the value of v1 v2 is in front of you, so I will start this topic from here. So special cases which I will discuss. Special cases first. Case number 1, if the mass of the object m1 m2 is equals to m, suppose. So for that time we can see the value of v1, m1 and m2 both are equal and they are equal to m. So m1 m2, this one is cancel out. So v1 is equals to 2m u2 over m1 plus m2 means 2m cancel out. It means v1 is equals to u2. Point clear? And for second v2, the same case for this. v2 is this one, this part will cancel out, and this is again 2m u1 over 2m cancel out. It means v2 is equals to u1. So you can say that in this condition, under the elastic condition, or you can say elastic collision in one dimension, when two objects moving in same straight line, after collision the final velocity of this is the conclusion, velocity of A, which is v1, is equals to initial velocity of B, which is u2, and similarly, and final velocity of B is equals to initial velocity of A. Point clear? This is the conclusion here. And after that we talk here about the second case, when the object B, second object, is at rest. At rest means u2 is equals to 0. So I will use this relation for this equation. So v1 that time m1 minus m2 of u1 over m1 plus m2, the remaining part u2 is 0, and v2 is equal to, same as here, it is 2m1 u1 over m1 plus m2. You can see u2 is 0. So u2 and this value u2 in both of the equation is equal to 0. Now first part of this, if m1 is equals to m2 in this condition, suppose, and this one supposed to be equal to m. So for this condition our v1 is equal to m1 is equal to m2, so it will be 0, and v2 is equals to m1 is equals to m2, supposed to be it is m. So here 2m u1 and this is m plus m 2m cancel out. It implies v2 is equals to u1. So these two are the solution for this condition. Now after that we can see here one more condition. If suppose this one, B part of this second, if m1 is more heavier than m2, or initially you can say m2 is more heavier than m1 and is at rest, means m2 is heavier than m1 and m2 is at rest. So for this condition I will use here the same relation. If suppose m2 is much heavier than m1, so we neglect the mass m1. Therefore the equation will be for v1, see here m1 is much smaller than m2, so here m1 we can ignore in this equation and I will write this minus m2 u1 over m2. m1 is ignored, neglect the mass m1, or you can say ignore it. So for this we have value v1 is equals to minus u1 and second v2, and you know that in first case u2 is 0, that's why I have taken only this part, or if you want to write the next part it will be 0 because u2 is 0. Now the same condition for this, as u2 is 0 here, so u2 is 0 and the remaining part u1 m1 minus m2, as I told you m1 we ignore it or neglect, it means that we will substitute the value of m1 is equal to 0 for this condition, so v2 will be 0. You can see here u2 is equals to 0, this part will be 0 and m1 is much smaller than m2, so it will be 0 here. So the formula will be v2 is equal to 0 and v1 is equals to u1. So now next condition, if suppose m1 is much greater than m2 and that time again u2 is at rest, means m2 has negligible mass but it is at rest, so that condition I will write the value here v1 which is equals to, as there you can see m1 is greater than m2, so we neglect m2 which is equal to 0, m2, it means m2 is equals to 0. So see in first condition the formula will be v1 is equals to m1 u1 upon m1, cancel out, v1 is equals to u1. And now for second condition, as u2 is 0, so the second part of this equation is 0. Now the value of v2 for this condition, as m1 is much greater than m2, so we will ignore this m2 here according to this. So here minus m u2 upon m plus 2m 1 u1 upon m1 plus m2, m2 is ignored already, so it will be m1. So the by cancellation of this, v2 is equals to, as we have given here u2 also 0, so this term will be 0, or you can write here also 2 m u1, since u2 is equal to 0 here, so v2 is equal to this part becomes 0. So the answer is 2 u1. Point clear? So here after collision the velocity of object A, v1 is equal to u1 and v2 is equals to twice of u1. When m1 is much greater than m2 and the second object, which is negligible in mass, has 0 velocity or it is at rest. Point clear? So these are some special points regarding the elastic collision in one dimension, and after that I will discuss in front of you in elastic collision in one dimension. Now here I will discuss with you in elastic collision. As in previous we have discussed about elastic collision, in which kinetic energy as well as the total linear momentum of the system is conserved, and here the linear momentum of the system, total linear momentum of the system is conserved, but the kinetic energy does not conserve. So there is some loss of kinetic energy when this type of collision occurs. So this loss in kinetic energy is in form of heat energy, light energy, sound energy, etc. So here we can say in elastic collision, when we talk about elastic collision in one dimension, definition I have discussed, one dimension collision, when two bodies of mass m1 m2 moving with velocity u1 and u2, here in special case I will take u2 is equal to 0. So initially I will take, so after collision, supposed to be after collision, this is the collision suppose of mass m1 m2, m1 m2, after collision they will apply a force, and now after collision suppose they stick together. For the derivation of loss of kinetic energy, suppose I will take here the velocity of combined system, means of object m1 and m2, they both stick together under the perfectly inelastic collision and they move with velocity v in same direction. So here I will calculate the velocity v and also the change in kinetic energy in this condition. So in one dimensional collision, total linear momentum of the system, which is m1 u1 plus m2 u2 is equals to m1 v1 plus m2 v2 is equal, but there is loss in kinetic energy. We will see how it is. So to prove or to find the velocity v under the elastic, perfectly inelastic collision and loss in kinetic energy, we will take the condition perfectly inelastic collision. In which after collision the two bodies stick together and they will move with same velocity. So therefore I will write directly here pi, initial velocity in this condition, initial linear momentum in this condition m1 u1 plus m2 u2, these are the initial velocities, and the final pf is equal to, as two bodies stick together and move with same velocity, so it will be m1 plus m2 is equals to v. As we know that there is a loss in kinetic energy in this type of collision, but the total linear momentum of the system is conserved. So therefore we can write pi is equal to pf, this is a total linear momentum of the system, which is equals to m1 u1 plus m2 u2 is equal to m1 plus m2 of v. Now here in this condition I will take, let u2, second object is at rest. If suppose I talk about perfectly inelastic collision, so I will take here u2 as at rest. So the formula will be m1 u1 is equal to m2, this part will be 0, this whole part, m1 plus m2 of v. Now the formula v is equals to m1 over m1 plus m2 into u1. Now see how the energy loss is there. As we know that, since you can see this ratio, the ratio value m1 plus m1 plus m2, m1 over m1 plus m2 always less than 1. It is a type of fraction which is proper fraction. So you can see here, you can substitute any value and you will get like this. So here if we will see this condition here, so what I will get here, So we can say the value of, from this equation you can say V upon U1 which is equal to m1 upon m1 plus m2, and this value is less than 1, so this will also less than 1, means that here in this condition we can say V upon U1 is less than 1, it implies V is less than U1. So if suppose the second object is at rest under the perfectly inelastic collision, and only the first object is in motion and second object is at rest, so that time we can say that the final velocity after perfectly inelastic collision is less than the initial velocity of object A. So it means that if the final velocity after collision is less than the initial velocity of object A, so it means that the kinetic energy, as you know that half mv square is the formula of kinetic energy, means kinetic energy depend on velocity. So the velocity of final velocity of the system, as we know that it is less, so it means that the kinetic energy will also less the initial kinetic energy of the system. Point clear? So for that, pause the video and note down. So see student, we got the formula V is equals to m1 plus m2 of u1 here in last relation. Now see here, as I told you, there is a loss in kinetic energy. So let's start to calculate loss in kinetic energy. So for that, initial kinetic energy, as I consider U2 is at rest, initial kinetic energy is equals to half m1 u1 square. Final kinetic energy, because this is the case of perfectly inelastic collision, so the kinetic energy m1 plus m2 of v square, and we know the value of v which is in front of u, so you can substitute it here. V1, V is equals to m1 over m1 plus m2 into u1 whole square. So it will be half m1 plus m2. If I solve m1 square u1 square over m1 plus m2 whole square, I will cancel out this part, m1 m2 here to here, so the formula will be half m1 u1 square over m1 m2, because one part of m1 plus m2 cancel out of these. This is our final kinetic energy. Therefore loss in kinetic energy, the value of loss in kinetic energy under perfectly inelastic collision, so it will be kinetic energy initial minus kinetic energy final. So see, kinetic energy initial half m1 u1 square, kinetic energy final minus half m1 square u1 square over m1 plus m2. Point clear? So half u1 square taking as common, m1 minus, we can take m1 also common from here, m1 u1 square taking as common, so here half m1 u1 square, half m1 u1 square. So see here, 1 minus m1 over m1 plus m2 by solution of this, m1 u1 square, m1 plus m2 minus m1, so we get the final result. m1 into m2 u1 square over m1 plus m2. This is the value of loss in kinetic energy, means kinetic energy initial minus kinetic energy final, or you can say loss in kinetic energy under perfectly inelastic collision or under inelastic collision. Point is clear, student? So note down. Now students, see the numerical which is in front of you based on this topic. A body of mass 2 kg makes elastic collision with another body which is at rest, means first body whose mass m1 we have given 2 kg makes elastic collision with another body which is at rest, means u2 is equals to 0 and continue to move in original direction, means elastic collision in one dimension, with the speed equal to 1/3 of the original speed. With the speed, this body move with the speed v1 which is 1/3 of the original speed u1. Suppose u1 is our initial speed of object m1, original speed. Find the mass of the second body, means m2 we want to calculate here, and initial speed we need, initial speed it is in front of you u1 for the object m1. Now here we have given u1, we have given u2, we have given m1 and m2 we need to find. So for that I will use the formula, you can see there v1 which is equals to m1 minus m2 over m1 plus m2 of u1 plus 2 m2 u2 over m1 plus m2, you can see there. This is the formula of v1. Now here we have given the value of m1, v1 we have given it is 1/3 of u1, and m1 minus m2 you can see m1 2 kg, m2 unknown question mark means m2, m1 plus m2 2 plus m2 into u1. u1 is we don't know, we will write like this u1 plus u2 is 0 here, so this part will be 0, and when this part will be 0 you can see here the calculation u1 over 3 is equals to 2 minus m2, u1 over 2 plus m2, u1 cancel out, the calculation 1/3 is equals to 2 minus m2 over 2 plus m2 by cross multiplication. 2 plus m2 is equal to 3 2 ja 6 minus 3 1 ja 3, 3 m2 it will go this side, it will come this side, 2 minus 6 minus 3 m2 minus m2 minus 4 is equals to minus 4 m2, minus 4 cancel out, it gives us m2 is equals to 1 kg. So this is the way to solve the numerical based on this topic. Point is clear? So for next topic we will continue the next topic in next video. So for that pause the video and note down